Welcome to Every Dull Moment. I'm Greg Blythe, and I'm very happy to give you something kind of exclusive for our show. Something we've had for a while that we haven't shown you is a Nano Hone product that you've never seen before. Last year at Blade Show, Hap Stanley was there, and he happened to unveil a prototype for something that is still yet to hit the market, and I'm glad to present it to you. It is called Nano Rasp. So the Nano Rasp product that is currently unavailable on the market, this is a prototype. They are making a more improved version of this. This handheld device is meant for you to be able to sharpen and shave metal at different angles. As you can see, this particular one and what I've been told by Hap himself is that it has the ability to house these Nano Hone 1x6 diamond resin plates that you can still find on their website under the sharpening and the culinary department. And these 1x6 diamond resin plates are available today, and they will be not only in this one but the new improved. They're available in 1 micron, 3 micron, 10 micron, 25 micron, 50 micron, 100 micron, and 200 micron. And if you don't know what the micron is, the 200 micron is about an 87 grit. Today here we have the 25 micron and the 100 micron, which I got with it from Hap at the Blade Show. So I did not get it directly from him. A friend of mine had got it from him, and they presented it to me, and I'm definitely glad to have it. So we're going to kind of show you how you would. How does it attach? How you would use this. So first of all, this is the standard diamond resin plate, and if you're unfamiliar with that product, it is a, I think it's a monocrystalline diamond. Please don't quote me. I'm pretty sure it's a monocrystalline diamond. But this resin is softer than any other resin in the industry. It's hydrophilic, and it was their idea to do something that was good for the environment, has a little bit more give. It helps to keep the diamonds great. We did an entire show, sorry, I can't recall everything, on the 100 micron. And Hap himself, he wrote on that particular video that what I had was a prototype that he has now improved upon. And if you go on the website under the area for these 1x6 diamond resin area, by the way, these fit the Nano Rasp. You'll see the name Nano Rasp in the description there, that it's made for it, even though on the website itself, if you Google that or search it on their website, this does not appear because they have not released it yet. There is no imagery or anything on the web. So we have the only one that Hap doesn't have. And he said he's made some improvements. We'll like to see what he's doing with it. But it's kind of unique. When I show you this, you'll realize these plates are also good for the Edge Pro. And that will make sense because if you had an Edge Pro, you'll see that you don't have to make this rigged kind of an apparatus that I came up with. So we're going to get a close-up of what I did. I don't have an Edge Pro, which would have been an easy way to clamp this knife down. You can imagine that just because you have something to shave a knife with, you need some way to clamp the knife. And so if you had a workshop and you have different clamps, you're probably able to come up with something. But if you had an Edge Pro or some other guided system, you would have a way to clip onto the back of the knife, hold it steady, and allow the edge to be ready for you. So being that I'm not a super handy kind of a person and have all these things from Home Depot and stuff, I did manage to somehow make something so I could show you how this works today. So using the 25 micron and an inexpensive knife, I didn't want to damage something that's a little bit pricier from the arsenal or whatever. But you can see I myself, by the way, I do want to mention, you can do this dry or with just a little bit of water. So these diamond plates actually work completely dry or with a mild mist of water. And what you're able to do is establish your angle, whatever angle you want. And you're able to get the edge that you want. Now, I can imagine someone could do it like this. I am a little bit afraid of doing it like that. I'm afraid of the inconsistency. But if you're on an Edge Pro with a guided system that you have it, you know, the guide up here and you're like pulling the guide down, that makes sense. But I don't know personally that I'm comfortable with that. I do like this idea. It'll be interesting in the comments to see what you guys say as far as this contraption. Obviously, my man is not just a madman. I mean, he's a scientist. He's trying to come up with new things. And later on, I guess I'll have to get out a knife that doesn't have the bolster. The bolster was a little bit of an issue for me today, so the way I had to tape this down. But, I mean, it's interesting for me to think like this idea, because I feel like I need to do it like this, just keeping in mind with the guided systems.
Then you have to untape it to check it, right?
I would. I mean, as far as like feeling a burr, I don't know. We might have a little bit of a burr. So anyway, and by the way, the 25 micron that I have on here, that is the equivalent of about a 700 grit. Okay, so. But what I do want to show you real quick is where I think this particular device would really shine, at least for me. I'm going to show you a knife called a Garasuki. And if you know what a Garasuki is, it is a single beveled knife. But look at the shinogi line on this and how prominent it is. But what I really want my wife to do is get a close-up of the teeth right here that have been put into this knife. This is a butcher knife, and I have used it to butcher chicken, where I've broken the leg bone of the chicken, cracked the leg bone, and I was deboning chicken, and I deboned 10 chickens, getting like my butcher skills up. And in doing so, the knife took a little bit of a beating. So you can imagine that with this particular knife, having the ability to come across this blade, whether I'm going this way or whether I'm going this way, would really be kind of nice, considering the prominent angle of that shinogi line. Do you have enough background to see it?
Not with your hand, just the background.
Is that helpful?
That's fine, they can see. No, because my angle, it's the reflection's weird.
Okay, well.
Yeah, seeing it down, just seeing it, yes. I mean, I think you can just see the bend. I don't think you even need the...
So I think this would be a lot of fun to use at some point for that type of a knife. A lot of times when you are sharpening that particular knife, especially on a deba, the end of the knife where the tip is, the angle from the shinogi to the edge is not always the same angle as it would be to the heel. The heel tends to be a little thicker for breaking the bone of the fish, like to cut the head off. So as the angle changes on the deba, you could freehand change with that. So that seems like it could have a lot of promise. Again, a lot of you guided knife sharpeners, you guys, you know, you're probably going, well, we've known that forever, you know, and so you're a little bit ahead of the game there on that. So anyway, it will be fun for me to play with this and to get used to the angles. I am glad that today we were able to show you another ingenious idea that Hap has done for the Nano Hone company, this American-made company. You know, he had been with Sharpening forever. He had run that company, developed all their stuff, went on his own to start Nano Hone. Still, the man has not lost a touch. He's still developing new things. So, yep. So anyway, we'll have some fun playing with this. We might have to get some new plates for it at some time, but we definitely need some type of clamping system that's better than what I've made. But anyway, with Blade Show coming up this year, by the way, my wife and I will be attending, so we're looking forward to bringing you the latest from Blade Show. I'm afraid that maybe Hap might have the new version out, and then this would be useless for us to have the prototype. So I definitely wanted to rush it to you before the Blade Show this year. I'm so happy to share it with you, something that's exclusive to our channel. Thank you for always checking in with us. We'll see you Friday nights at 8 o'clock. God bless.